In this tutorial, we'll be learning how to make this structured gong sleeve with pleats on the shoulder that you are currently seeing on your screen. To be able to cut and sew this sleeve, the basic measurements you need to have at the back of your mind are just the armhole and then the round sleeve around the bicep region. You also need the length, definitely. My name is Oluwato saying in case this is the first time you are seeing my channel, and you're welcome. To all my returning subscribers, you're also welcome. Without talking too much, let us jump right into the tutorial. So I used this brocade fabric. Of course, you can use any fabric of your choice. Then I'll also be using this crinoline. This particular crinoline is 2 inches wide. The width or the size of your crinoline depends on the length of your sleeve. For the sake of this tutorial, I'll be using crinoline that is just 2 inches wide. Then I'll also be needing this gum stay. This is medium thick gum stay. This medium thick gum stay is very perfect. If you are using crinoline, you should not use gum stay that is thicker than this medium thick gum stay. Now, to be able to figure out the quantity of fabric, I'll also be using lining, of course. To be able to figure out the quantity of fabric that you need for this sleeve, you just have to put into consideration the armhole and then add like 2 to 3 inches. So this person's armhole is 19. I'll be measuring that 19 first, and I'm cutting for the two sleeves at the same time. That's why my fabric is on fold of 2. So I'm measuring 19 and then I'm adding just 2 inches allowance. Like I said, between 2 to 3 inches allowance is perfect for you. So when you are done measuring that way, you have to figure out the length depending on the length you are working with. So for me, the sleeve length I want is 11. You're going to add 2 inches allowance to whatever sleeve length that you are trying to achieve. And after this, you can cut out this portion of fabric from the whole of your fabric. This is just me trying to figure out the exact quantity of fabric I'll be needing to cut this sleeve. Now, after cutting out this, what you will do next is to open up. Like I said, I'm cutting for the two sleeves at the same time, so I have to open it up. If there's a need to rearrange your fabric, this is the part where you do that, like putting into the pattern of your fabric into consideration. So I folded that into two, and firstly I measured 2 inches downward. This 2 inches is the allowance I added to the length, and this 2 inches is for the pleat. Then from that 2 inches, you are going to be measuring your cap length, which in my case I used 4. Then you proceed to drawing your armhole curve. Then that 2 inches that you've measured, you are going to extend your armhole curve to that. If you want a lot of pleats, you can use more than 2 inches allowance. You can use as much as 3, as much as 4. It depends on how much pleating you want on the shoulder. So what I did first was to measure the allowance for sewing, which is half inch, and then from that half inch I divided an armhole by 2. I measured it on the armhole curve, and what is remaining is what I'll be using to pleat on the shoulder. So the next is on that side, I measured 2 inches upward because I want that side a little bit longer than the rest of the sleeve. If you don't want it, if you want both of them to, like, both sides to be on the same length, you don't have to cut out these 2 inches. Then I proceeded to using this to cut lining for the two sleeves, and basically that is it for the cutting of this sleeve. Now, to sew this sleeve, the major thing you have to do is to interface your fabric with your medium thick gum stay first. If you are putting crinoline, like I said, use the medium thick gum stay. But if you're not putting crinoline, you should use a thicker gum stay. Like in the case of this particular dress, you can obviously see that crinoline was added to it. So you're going to add the interfacing, which is the medium thick gum stay, to the fabric first, and then you proceed to turning your fabric with your lining. And while you are turning, you put the crinoline in between, and you also be using hemming gum to turn, so that once you are done turning, you are turning just the down. So that once you are done turning and you flip it to the right side and you press, the lining will gum down on the fabric and it will not be sticking out from underneath with the help of the hemming gum. Now, if you don't want to use crinoline for yours, you just have to use a thicker gum stay, and then you will turn with hemming gum still so that the lining and the fabric can gum together. Like in the case of the one on this person's sleeve, you can see that they didn't use crinoline here. You can obviously see that crinoline was not used here. But in the case of this particular one and the other video, which is the red dress, you can obviously see the crinoline shape there. So crinoline was used there. But at the same time, you can make this sleeve without crinoline. Just make sure that your gum stay is very, very thick, or you are using collar stay that is very, very thick. So once you are done turning and you flip it to the right side, all you have to do is just to stitch your sleeve into the armhole. After, you must have shaped the side with just half inch, and with that allowance that you've left for pleating, you're going to pleat it on the shoulder, at the front and at the back. And basically, that is it on how to cut and sew this sleeve. I could not add the sewing part to this video because somehow I lost the sewing part after filming. That was why I had to explain the sewing part. I'm so sorry about that. Thank you so much for watching this video from the beginning till this point. If this video has been helpful to you, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and in case you have any question, please ask me down in the comment section. If at this point you are still with me and you've not subscribed, please consider subscribing, and do not just subscribe, turn on the notification bell so that you will be notified the next time I upload a new tutorial on this channel. And have you seen any of these tutorials that are currently showing on your screen? If you've not, you should check them out. They are very, very useful sewing tutorials as well. And I'll see you in my next tutorial. Bye.